Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 14th episode of season 4 of The Walking Dead: The Grove. Sorry that it has taken me this long to actually review this episode, but I've had a lot of things going on in the past week. I've had family coming over, and I've had studies in school, and the important test about to come here in school, FCAT. So I've had to prepare for that, but yeah, I've been actually doing video like in what 5 6 days, almost a week if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm finally back. Spring break, so I will be doing more videos. Yeah. So quick catch up. I'm gonna be trying to review more episodes of Helix and Intelligence. Need to get back into that. I like the first 2 or 3 episodes of each series, but then studies came in and kind of had to stop. But now I'm back. There's a few trailers, movie news also that I have to review, give my thoughts out. Few movie trailers I also have to give my thoughts on. A few other things, but whatever. I'm back, and this one is gonna be on The Grove, season 4, episode 14. Yeah, this was a packed episode. For those who haven't seen it yet, for whatever reason, I recommend you guys stop this video, watch it. Netflix if it's up now, or recordings, or reruns, or somehow watch this episode and then get back to me. We'll get back to the video. Yeah, 10 seconds as usual, starting now. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, 10 seconds are up. If you guys are still here watching this video and haven't watched the episode yet, I already gave you, disclaimer. The disclaimer, I already gave you the 10 seconds. So, don't complain down in the comments below or messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because I did. I told you guys there may be spoilers. So yeah. As usual, sorry, my eyes bothering me a bit. I'm gonna try not to touch it that much, but whatever. As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. The Grove, episode 14, season 4, Walking Dead. Basically, as I said before, this episode was packed. Basically, this episode mainly focuses on Tyrese and Carol's group, which also includes Lizzie, Mika, and Judith. Um, yeah. Basically, you see Lizzie getting more I guess desensitized will be the correct word. Um, I guess would be the correct word. You see her getting more desensitized to this role. Her thinking walkers are people, and you see her kind of a bit fucked up. Yeah. Carol kind of notices this, and then she also notices that Mika, she can't kill people. Um, she could kill walkers, but she can't kill people, and then Lizzie could kill people, but not walkers. So she sees the problem in each child. So she's basically trying to fix it, and then she also has to deal with the fact that she has to eventually confess to Tyrese that, well, she killed Karen and David, but mostly Karen. Nobody really cared about David, but you get the point. That she killed Karen and David in order to prevent the illness back at the prison. This episode took a huge it was basically how do I say? It was basically almost a near close adaptation. Or at least parts of this episode were nearly a complete adaptation of issue 61, which is the Ben and Billy incident. Ben, I believe was it Ben or Billy? I believe it was Ben who killed Billy. Two twins, twin kids around 5 years old. Yeah, Ben. Ben killed Billy, and that's basically what happened in this episode. Lizzie kills Mika. Basically, her explanation is that she sees these things with the walkers as people. So in order for Carol and Terry to understand, she has to kill someone. Another member of the group, so that they could understand it's people. She was also about to kill Judith, so that was fucked up. Not Lizzie. Carol realizes, this is a problem, so eventually, she tries to deal with it. She tries to explain it to Lizzie that these things are in people a bit more, but she's resilient. She doesn't want to change her ways. So at the end, she kills Lizzie, and then Tyrese says, you had to do this, and then she confesses that she killed Karen and David. Tyrese, you could tell he was bothered, pissed off, but at the same time he understands, and they eventually leave the Grove, which is the house they were staying at, and that's it. This episode was fucked up. Period. There's no other way to explain it. One of the most darkest and psychological episodes the Walking Dead has put since it started and since season 4. This one was very psychological. Yeah. Now most people, they were bothered by this episode. But honestly, I'm not, and I think that's mostly due to the fact that this episode has basically desensitized the shit out of me. With that and media overall. But I understand why some people are bothered. I'm not bothered because I'm desensitized like a motherfucker. Period. But yeah, I still understand as to how some people, don't really like or feel not awkward, but they feel weird watching this episode. But it was still a pretty good damn episode. The writing was awesome, amazing. The acting, especially by Melissa McBride, I believe was her name, Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, and Chad Coleman, who plays Tyrese, and I think it was Brighton Sharbino or something like that. The actress for Lizzie, and everybody else, and Mika's actress. I can't say the word correctly today. And her actress, Mika's actress, what was her name? Kyla Kennedy. She was also decent. Yeah. I mean, kind of cool to see the story arc kind of end. And they're like really one of the few characters from season 4 you actually care about. I mean, the only other one would be Bob, maybe Tara, maybe Lily, Megan, which was the other little girl who was with the governor. I mean, you have many characters, but most of these have been killed off within a matter of one episode. I mean, granted, you have had few that who have lasted more than one episode, maybe 2, maybe 3, such as Lily, Mitch, Pete. Yeah, Pete was only one episode, but you kind of cared for him a little bit. But yeah, I mean, really, 3 major characters who were introduced in, 4 of the major characters introduced in this season. I mean, would be Bob, Lizzie, Mika, and Tara. They're the big ones. Well, and Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene, but before the mid-season final. To see these 2 finally die, it's kind of saddening, but you kind of understand. And they had a pretty good run while it lasted. Their actresses, they're pretty cool. They were good. Mika, she's like her actress is like 10 years old, so there's still room for improvement. But still pretty good. I mean, there's really nothing I could complain about. I mean, really, the one thing that I really don't like was there's this one part where there's burned walkers. Now, at first, it sounds pretty cool. And the way it kind of seems like they came from the burned house that Daryl and Beth were in 2 episodes ago, 1 or 2 episodes ago. So yeah, people I think it's to assume that that's where they came from. But the burned walkers looked weird in my opinion. Weird. Some of them look CGI. Some of them just didn't look natural. That scene did not look natural in my opinion. It looked decent, but the walkers just did not look natural. It felt forced. That scene, the walkers just didn't look right in my opinion. So that's really the one thing that really bothers me. And I know those walkers aren't CGI. I mean, maybe parts of the walkers. Like, let's say one of the body limbs came off. That'd be CGI. But like the walkers in general, they look CGI. Like the whole body of the walkers looked CGI, and that did not look good. I honestly couldn't stand that. I just didn't like that scene. I think it's one of the worst. I think it's one of the worst scenes The Walking Dead has ever made. And it's kind of sad to say, coming from one of the best episodes of season 4, and maybe the series overall, The Walking Dead has produced. But honestly, that was the one thing that really bothered me. I could not stand that scene. It just looked terrible. There's no other way to explain it. Terrible. Whatever. That's it for now. Now it's my likes. That's my dislikes. Um, I mean, the acting was phenomenal in this episode. Melissa McBride, Chad Coleman, the rest of them, pretty good. I mean, there's really nothing much I could say about this episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this an 8.5. It would have been maybe a 9, maybe 9.5, maybe even a 10 if it wasn't for that shitty scene with the CGI, not CGI'd walkers, but with the burnt walkers. But that was just a terrible scene in my opinion. It would have been way more better if the walkers would have been better in my opinion. When those burnt walkers, I mean, they have a few other walkers in this episode, but if the burnt walkers would have been better, maybe this episode would have been better in my opinion. But 8.5 is still a pretty decent score in my opinion. Not decent, but it's a great score for such a great episode of season 4. So yeah, that's all for now. So yeah, remember to subscribe. I will be, as I said before in the beginning of this video, maybe the intro, however you want to say it. I will start reviewing Helix and Intelligence again. So definitely stay tuned for that. I also have to review a few trailers and a few movie newses, whatever. A few pictures I also have to review. So definitely stay tuned for that. That'll be up sometime in the next week. Spring break. So yeah, hallelujah. The next episode comes out in 2 days. Us or US, however it is. That looks like a pretty good episode. Looking at the teaser. So yeah, that's basically it for this not episode. This video. 8.5 out of 10 is what I would give it. Remember to subscribe. Comment below on your thoughts on this episode and what do you think about the burnt walkers. Did you like them? Did you hate them? I honestly could not stand that scene, whatever. And what you think about this episode, more than 8.5 or less than 8.5, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. And yeah, remember to subscribe, comment, and share on Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, or MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart, signing off.